be seated. I have to tell you, I hate Woodrow Wilson with everything in me. God bless you. It is such an honor to be here. It really is. Last year, I was actually in my car listening to Rush Limbaugh give the keynote. Rush is a hero of mine, and I'm listening to him, and my producer, I write him a text on my email, and he gave it to me just this week. I wrote him last year, wow, what must that be like to give the keynote at CPAC. Here I am today, and I cannot believe it. It's been a tough year for you, hasn't it? I mean, if you're down to me, it's a tough year. It's not just that Rush has done this, but also one of my other heroes, Ronald Reagan. How many times? 12? Because of Ronald Reagan, my grandfather, my father, I have a hope for America. I remember when Ronald Reagan talked about mourning in America. I have always believed that. I have always wanted to believe that tomorrow is going to be better than it is today. If you ask people now all across the country, if you say, do you think your children are going to be better off than they are today, the answer will be a resounding no, and it's not just from Republicans or conservatives, it's from the entire, whatever. It's the entire spectrum is saying that. I'm sorry, I don't use teleprompters, I just speak from here, and sometimes people are losing a fundamental belief that it's going to be better tomorrow. Let me tell you now, it is still morning in America. It just happens to be kind of a head-pounding, hungover, vomiting for 4 hours kind of morning in America. And it's shaping up to be kind of a nasty day, but it's still morning in America. Now the question is, what made us, sit there at the John vomiting for 4 hours? What is it that has taken us onto this path? What are we suffering from? What is it that has caused the problem? And if you say Obama, it's too simple of an answer because it's not Barack Obama. May I just for a second, could I just ask, bring a friend up? It's sick. It's sick when a chalkboard gets a standing ovation. Thank you. You have no idea what it's like to travel with one of these things, really. A Palm Pilot is the way to go. Try to get this in an overhead luggage compartment, it's impossible. This is the disease. This is the disease in America. It's not just spending, it's not just taxes, it's not just corruption, it is progressivism. And it is in both parties. It is in the Republicans and the Democrats. It really is. I'm so sick of hearing people say, oh, well, the Republicans are going to solve it all. Really? It's just progressive light. That's like somebody sticking a screwdriver in your eye and saying, stop, stop, and somebody else pulls it out and then puts a pin in your eye. I don't want stuff in my eyes. Stop stabbing in my eyes. Progressivism is the cancer in America, and it is eating our Constitution, and it was designed to eat the Constitution, to progress past the Constitution. Somebody just sent this to me this week. It's Progress and Democracy for Rhode Island. You can't read the date here, but it's 1938. And I just want to read a bit of this to you. I looked under democracy. Democracy has always played an important role in the history of Rhode Island. Time and again, the people of the state have repudiated attempts to nullify or curtail it. Well, in 1938, we are again faced with the proposition, shall democratic government continue? Quote, we communists are ready to join with all liberty-loving people in defending democracy. Democracy is the rule of the majority, and it can only operate as well as our Constitution permits it to operate. But our Constitution is now over 100 years old and fast outliving its usefulness. You go to the next section, and it talks about who are their allies, and it talks about the progressive movement being the allies, representing democracy, progress, and peace, President Roosevelt, the New Deal Democrats, and independent, progressive Republicans. In the back, defeat Vanderbilt and the entire Republican machine. Elect progressive candidates for every office. For jobs, security, democracy, and peace, vote communist. The idea between the two, the argument in Woodrow Wilson's day, the argument was, well, you're a Marxist. You're a communist. No, I'm not. I'm a progressive. Well, what's the difference? Here's the difference. If I spell something wrong, you guys are going to kill me. Revolution or evolution. That's the difference. Revolution or evolution. Well, they're no difference except one requires a gun and the other does it slowly, piece by piece, eating away at it, to the point to where now our people in Congress, they don't even care. Have they even read it? I know they're used to not reading things that are 2,000 pages. Could they read this? It's only 4. Van Jones is a communist, a self-described communist. Well, nobody paid attention to him. He was a pariah until he said, well, I'm really a progressive. I'm for progress. I just want to evolve into a nicer place. Well, we don't want to evolve into these kinds of places, and that is the choice. And the Republicans right now are giving us many of those same choices, not all of them, but some of them. We have a guy in the Republican Party who says his favorite president is Theodore Roosevelt. Well, I thought so too until I read Theodore Roosevelt. By the way, Theodore Roosevelt, the guy who started the Bull Moose Party, which was the Progressive Party. Theodore Roosevelt, quote, we judge no man of fortune in civil life if it's honorably obtained and well spent. Oh, well, thank you.